What's going on, everybody? Let's Talk Jets Radio. A little season ticket holder ran here. Apologies for this video right as we're gearing up for training camp. I don't want to bring any negativity, but it does feel like about every 6 months I'm kind of forced into doing one of these videos. And two things first, I do not enjoy in any way ripping the team that I'm so passionate about. It doesn't bring me any kind of joy or happiness. And second, I know what a lot of the responses are going to be, like, stop complaining, bro, like, just cancel your tickets. Listen, that's a lot easier said than done. I did so before the Aaron Rodgers trade, decided to re-up, but it is very, very difficult to walk away from something that's been a family tradition for so many years. I've told the story many times about my dad being there when the Jets clinched the playoffs in the early 80s against Green Bay at Shea. He became a season ticket holder after that. I started going in the early 90s, and it just became something that you looked forward to 8 days out of the year. Same people in your section, great crowd environment, tickets were affordable. The atmosphere inside the stadium matched the enjoyment that you had outside the stadium, which was cool. Like, you have fun outside the stadium and you go in and it's lively, it's fun. And now it just kind of feels like, for a number of years, it's felt like the tailgate and the partying and all that, that's been the peak. And then you go in and it's just like, what am I doing here? And then you're sitting in traffic afterwards. And it hasn't been fun. So first, it still bothers me that, all the changes that happened with the new stadium, nothing's ever really been done for the PSL holders. I was very close to becoming one, thankful that I didn't, because they sold it as this great investment that over time it was supposed to increase in value, and it would be the only way that you'd be able to buy good tickets. My old stadium seats, they were section 132, row 17, seats 7 and 8, and those would have been 25 grand for a PSL for each ticket, plus $700 a game. So after that, we settled on the upper deck. And over the last 4 years, there have been three separate price increases. I want to say during 2020, my tickets were around like $55 a game, maybe slightly less. Now they come out to, I think, a little over 100 a game. I'm pretty sure the bill was like a little over 2 grand for the two tickets that we have, which are upper deck, corner end zone, not great seats by any means. And I don't like talking about this, but the Jets have still not had a playoff game in that building. And they've only made the playoffs once since going to that building, which was the first year in 2010. So it's been a 13-year playoff drought combined, plus 21 years without a home playoff game. And I say it all the time, I'm 36 years old. I've not been able to walk into my home stadium and have a drink during a playoff game. That's ridiculous at this point. So whatever, I paid it, I re-upped, I'm stupid, I want to see a full year of Rodgers. So tonight I'm minding my own business, getting ready to go to bed, and my dad sends me a bunch of photos from the season ticket holder package that got sent out, which I saw a few people post online, and it's not really all that different from the past number of years. But stupidly, I'm expecting something back. I don't know why, but like, this is how the Jets decide to give back to their fans, especially after last year's debacle. And that was a big increase in price last year with the acquisition of Rodgers. That's how they were able to sell it. And with all the promises that were made, my rep was going on and on talking about you don't want to miss out on the home playoff games with Aaron Rodgers. And we end up getting 4 actual plays. And so I know the NFL and the Jets, it's a business. I know that they have me, they have us. We're hooked. They can walk all over us, and we're going to take it and we're going to come back. My question is why? Why does it always have to be this way? Send some merch, some autograph stuff, do something unique, something creative, something to make the fans feel like they're wanted. Instead, what we get is a yearbook, a schedule magnet, a coupon for wine that I know I can't afford, a coupon for a watch that I definitely can't afford, a coupon to dress like CJ Mosley that I'm sure I can't afford. But at least they also sent me an opportunity to apply for a Jets credit card so that I can go into debt to buy all these things and pay them off later. Like, are we serious with this? Like, with my credit score, I probably couldn't even get accepted for the card anyway. Like, this is all we get? And for all my complaining, I do consider myself fairly patient, fairly forgiving. I try to give them every opportunity to learn from the past, learn from all these mistakes, and they just never do it. They never do the right thing by the fans. They always find a way to slap you across the face, kick you in the nuts, and we'll say, thank you, can I have another? Now, let's not forget also, last year, they sent out the early invoices trying to get fans to pay for their tickets this year in November, which was completely ridiculous, on top of the playoff invoices when we knew they weren't going to make it. Like, this is the kind of stuff that just makes you feel not wanted as a fan. And eventually, at some point, I'm probably going to be out as a season ticket holder again, just because doing this year after year is not fun. You know, it's more fun to just pick and choose what games you want to go to, put that money into some road trips. But like more than anything else, like I keep saying, as a fan, you want to feel wanted. You give your time, your money, you dedicate so much to all of this, and they never seem to want to reciprocate it back to you. Like, never. And I'm not asking for a lot, but like some kind of merch, a jersey. Like, you've changed uniforms how many times? You've gotten rid of how many star players that you sold uniforms on? Zach Wilson, Darnold, Jamal. Like, how many uniforms did you sell of those guys that fans can't even wear anymore? Send out some uniforms. Send out some autographed helmets. Something. Like, give a little something back for all the money, all the time that we pour in. Make us feel a little bit wanted for once. I don't think that's asking too much. Talk to you guys later.